Hey guys, what's going on? Matt here representing Khaos Art. I'm continuing off of my previous video, which I would assume that you would know that. But this is going to be masking part 2, technically. I'm doing air quotes, but I know you can't see me. The masking, previous one is introducing you to masking, saying this is what it is, this is how you use it. And I'm going to kind of elaborate on that a little bit, kind of reiterate a little bit of it. And in this one, I'm going to be showing you how to do the effects within masking, which would be like feathering, resizing it, things like that. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and start off by opening up your After Effects, preferably CS6, because it is freaking awesome. But that is what I'm operating on, is Adobe After Effects CS6. So open it up, open up your project that you're working on, and I already have mine open, as you can see. And go ahead and be in your composition, which mine is named masking, and it should look something like this, or whatever you're masking on. And bring that up a little bit so you can see it better. There we go. And so go ahead and drop down your little triangle. You should see your masks right here. It might be closed, just open that up. I have 3 masks, and I'm just going to be working with the first one today. First mask, you are going to go ahead and click the little triangle, and you can see that it brings down these other options. There is mask path, mask feather, mask opacity, and mask expansion. So I'm going to be messing around a little bit with mask feather and mask opacity today. Kind of show you what they are and how they work. So with mask feather, since this is a crosshair, what I want to do is kind of have it fade in and out with the opacity, so it looks a little bit like it's fuzzy and not really in focus, and then it'll kind of focus. And this is all done with keyframes. If you worked on the last project that I had, you should have already seen the keyframes and worked with them a little bit and understand like basically how they work. And if not, welcome to keyframes. Very, very important with After Effects. So let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm going to start in 0 seconds. I'm going to be working with the outer circle. I want this outer circle to be fuzzy when it starts. So go ahead and hit the keyframe. So I want it to be fuzzy for, let's do 20 frames. I'm a big fan of like a 20 frame gradient. I don't know why, it just works very well. It's not too long, not too short. So this one is at full clarity, and then this one will be also full clarity. So let's go back to the first one, kind of change that a little bit. Let's do mask feather, just increase this and see what happens. Let's keep going. Let's do 40 and see what that looks like. Alright. Needs to be well increased. Let's actually just bump that to 100 and see what, oh, much better. Much better. So now you can see that it's feathered on the outside and the inside. And then it'll come into focus. Just play through that and you can kind of see that's coming into focus. Then I want to go back out of focus on another 20 frames. So let's go ahead and bump this back up to 100. Alright. So play. It's in and out of focus. And there we go. So let's actually make this right here. I was off by 10 frames. And 10 frames later, it's just bringing it back down to 0. So it kind of gives you like an in and out feel. Let's go ahead and play through this one more time. You can see. It would be a lot better if I had like Call of Duty behind it or something like that, but all I have is my portfolio, so we're just going to be working with this. But yeah, you can see what I did here is that it fades in and out, and it really gives it a nice look. What you could do instead of doing the in and out effect is just give it that 100 pixel fade or maybe a 50 pixel fade to where the fade makes it look a little bit more realistic with it. And this masking technique is very useful for a lot of different things, adding fades onto things. You're trying to mix 2 videos together, you could mask it out and use a feather. Very, very useful in many ways. So that is masking with feathers, and so next I want to do, not that, oops, hello. Alright, so next I want to do the opacity of it. And I'm going to be working with the opacity of the crosshairs. So let's go ahead and close up mask 1, open up mask 2, and You can see these little dots right here. This is where keyframes are set on my other masks, so you can kind of line them up if necessary. And that is going to be what I'm exactly doing. Once again, you're going to hit the little keyframe stopwatch with mask opacity. Hit the 20 frame keyframe right here. I'm going to drop this down to 50% opacity. Bring it back up here to 100%. And back down to here, or keep this at 100 actually. I did that wrong. So 100%, 50%, 100%, and beginning with 50%, not 100. There we go. That's going to look a lot better. Okay, there we go. I see what's going on now. It's looking good. It kind of goes in and out with the fade very well. I like it so far. This, once again, can be used in a lot of different ways for a lot of different things. But for this example right here, you can see that I'm trying to do something simple for you. So, there we go. And it kind of gives you, once again, that effect of fading in and out, of kind of zooming in and out too, is what I'm trying to go for. Same thing with mask 3. Mask opacity, start off with 50%, then move over to 100%, back down to 50, and up to 100. Alright, and close this out, just minimize everything. Let's go through and play this really quick and see what it looks like. Alright, so it's kind of hard to see the crosshairs, the fade in and out with those, but once again, this is a very dark video, so it's kind of hard to see that, and I'm kind of giving you an example of how it works. But I know it's very quick and very simple, but with masking, that's all it is. You can use those effects right there, and it's going to help us out in our future projects. So keep your eyes open for the project. I'll be uploading a video for that very soon. I'm getting everything ready for it. But thank you very much for watching, guys, and thank you for all your support and comments and motivation.